Brace yourselves, Bold and the Beautiful fans, because Tuesday, September 23rd, promises a tidal wave of confessions, betrayals, and shocking twists. Secrets long buried will claw their way to the surface, and relationships we thought were unshakable may crumble before our very eyes. Will Spencer finally breaks his silence? Thomas Forrester spirals once again, and Luna Nozawa pushes her luck beyond repair. But the real question is, who will be left standing when the dust settles? Let's dive deep into this dramatic episode together. The silence between Will and Elektra feels heavier than the walls around them. For days, he has carried a secret so toxic it has eaten away at his soul. Now, with his hands trembling and his voice breaking, Will finally lets it spill. He looks into Elektra's eyes that once held nothing but love for him, and whispers the unthinkable. Luna is alive, and on the night of the promotion party, she was in my bed. The words slice through the air like a blade. Elektra's face contorts with shock, disbelief flooding her expression. This isn't just a revelation, it's a brutal betrayal. The man she trusted, the man she gave her heart to, has just admitted to a night that will haunt them both forever. Viewers, can you imagine that moment? Can you picture the devastation of hearing those words from someone you believed in with every fiber of your being? Will stumbles to explain himself, desperate to be understood. He paints the picture: a masked woman slipping into his room under the cover of night, shadows playing tricks on his senses, his heart convinced he was with Elektra. It was passion, yes, but it was passion built on a lie. His voice cracks as he insists he thought he was holding her, that his love never strayed, that he was fooled in the cruelest way possible. And then comes the chilling detail. With Liam's help, he followed the trail of cryptic, obsessive text messages, all of which led straight back to Luna. And now, Luna isn't just alive. She's claiming she carries his child. Elektra's world shatters in that instant. Her heart pounds in her chest as fear takes hold. If Luna is telling the truth, does this mean Will forever be bound to her rival by a child? And even if she believes that Will was manipulated, how can she ignore the fact that he hid this truth from her? Fans, let me turn to you. If you were Elektra, what would you do? Would you see Will as a victim, ensnared in a trap he never asked for? Or would you see him as someone who betrayed your trust by keeping such a devastating secret buried until it was too late? Drop your thoughts below, because this isn't just Will and Elektra's battle. This is a test of love, loyalty, and survival. And the answer could change everything. Just when Ridge and Brooke should be celebrating their rekindled love, a darker storm brews in the shadows. Thomas Forrester's unstable heart. This is a man who has always struggled with obsession, and now, after losing hope once more, his grip on reality seems to be slipping away. Fans remember his chilling past, the mannequin obsession that blurred fantasy and reality, his violent temper that nearly cost lives, and his manipulative schemes that left scars on everyone around him. Now, with Paris gone and no anchor to hold him steady, Thomas fixates on Brooke. In his fractured mind, Brooke is the root of all his suffering, the woman who tore his family apart, the reason his mother Taylor was left heartbroken, and the one who continues to stand in the way of his fragile happiness. Alone, bitter, and spiraling, Thomas becomes a ticking time bomb. His words carry venom, his gaze lingers too long, and the sense of danger builds with every passing moment. For Brooke, this isn't just a family squabble. It's a life-threatening storm waiting to explode. What do you think, viewers? Could Thomas cross the line again? Or is this just another warning sign before he finally seeks the help he so desperately needs? While others struggle with heartbreak, Luna Nozawa proves once again that she thrives in chaos. Saved by Lee's daring decision on the operating table, Luna should be grateful. Instead, she turns her second chance at life into a dangerous game. Rather than protecting her aunt's medical license and reputation, Luna doubles down on her own twisted plan, locking herself to Will Spencer at any cost. But here's the chilling truth. Every pregnancy test she's taken has come back negative. Luna knows this, yet she presses forward with her charade. She sends Will a flurry of messages, playing the victim, tugging on his guilt, until he can no longer ignore her. The result? He tracks her down, falling deeper into her web of lies. Luna's reckless gamble doesn't just threaten her own future, it places Lee's entire career in jeopardy. If the truth about Luna's staged death and her fabricated pregnancy leaks, Lee could lose her license, face criminal charges, and watch her life's work crumble. And yet, Luna doesn't care. All she sees is Will, a man she refuses to let go of, even if it means destroying everyone around her. So here's the burning question, bold fans. Is Luna simply spiraling out of control, blinded by obsession? Or is she cunning enough to manipulate every piece on the chessboard until Will has no choice but to stand by her? Chaos doesn't just ripple through Los Angeles, it crashes down on Brooke Logan and Lee Nozawa like a tidal wave. Both women stand at the edge of disaster, though in very different ways. For Brooke, the danger is personal, immediate, and terrifying. Thomas's eyes burn with resentment every time they meet hers. This isn't the harmless frustration of a son angry at his father's choices. This is deep, festering rage. Viewers, think about it. How far would a broken man go when he blames Brooke for destroying not just his family, but his very sanity? Could Thomas's obsession transform into violence once more? And if it does, who will be there to protect Brooke? Meanwhile, Lee faces a different kind of storm, the kind that doesn't come with shouting or slam doors, but with cold clinical reports and courtroom judgments. She saved Luna on the operating table, a decision born of compassion. But that very choice now threatens to unravel her entire career. Every lie Luna has spun, every reckless move she's made, drags Lee deeper into the quicksand. A single investigation could expose the truth. Luna's faked death, Lee's cover-ups, the medical risks she took. And if that happens, Lee could lose not just her license, but her freedom. Two women, two very different battles, yet both standing on the thinnest of ice. One false step, and everything they've built, their reputations, their families, their safety, could shatter in an instant. So, bold fans, let me ask you this. Who do you think is in more danger? Brooke, staring into the abyss of Thomas's twisted wrath? Or Lee, one heartbeat away from losing everything she's worked for? And here's another question. Could Luna, in her reckless hunger for Will, drag them both into ruin? Tuesday, September 23rd, is not just another day in the bold and the beautiful. It feels like the kind of episode that rewrites destinies. Will's confession has ripped open Elektra's heart. Thomas teeters dangerously on the edge of obsession. Luna is playing with fire that could consume everyone. And both Brooke and Lee find themselves trapped in battles they may not win. Heartbreak, betrayal, obsession, and tragedy. They're no longer possibilities. They're looming like storm clouds, ready to strike at any moment. And here's where I want to hear from you. If you had to choose, who do you think stands on the thinnest ice right now? Is it Brooke, staring into Thomas's fury? Lee with her career dangling by a thread? Will chained to Luna's schemes? Or poor Elektra, blindsided by the cruelest of truths? Drop your thoughts in the comments, bold family. Don't hold back. Could love survive these storms? Or are we watching the beginning of an unstoppable downfall? And if you've been caught up in this whirlwind of secrets and betrayals like I have, don't forget to hit that like button. Share this video so more fans can join the discussion, and subscribe for daily spoilers and breakdowns. Trust me, you don't want to miss what comes next.